Okay, hey Libras, this will be for September. So we're going to go ahead and start first with love and see what's going on in those situations. And then after that, so that's if you have a love situation. After that, we'll look at singles, okay? And after that, we'll look at career opportunities that may be coming in for Libras. So let's go ahead and see what is going on for Libras out there. We're going to start with love. So I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards to kind of guide us through the reading, and we'll go from there. Okay, Libras, please. What do we have for Libras, September 2019? Okay. Okay. Oh, ooh, okay. Whoa. All right, go Libra. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, wow. All right. So we got trouble, but we got some good things. I don't know. All right, let's see what's going on. We'll see how those play out at the end. All right, so let's take a look at the recent past in your love situation. So we are looking at Libras, please, in love in September 2019. Let's look at their recent past, please, in their love situation for Libras. Okay. So the Seven of Wands came out, so it could be seeming like you're putting a lot of effort into something and wondering if it's going to pay off, that kind of deal, or just waiting around a lot. That could be as well in the recent past. What else do we have for Libras in the recent past, please? Okay. Yeah, a lot of waiting is what I see going on here. With Temperance and the Seven of Wands. We have the King of Swords here, Father Wind, it is called in this deck. So, could be dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, and or Taurus, possibly. But I see things like, I see somebody's, I don't know, I get a stubborn vibe, probably the Taurus energy from that I'm getting, because he's riding a bull, all right? So it's like, if you're a male watching this, that could be you, and it's not being stubborn. It could be that you just want to take the bull by the horns and like move something along, but it's just very slow, and you're trying to have a lot of patience with this. If you're a female, I feel like you might be dealing with someone who is just a little stubborn, and you're just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Could be that you are waiting for them to end something. All right, so let's see. I see messages coming in soon, though. So let's see what's coming in. Let's see the current energy right now. What is the current energy of the situation for Libras, please? Current energy for Libras. Current energy for Libras. Okay. Okay, so I got a couple different signs here. I'll just throw them out, and, you know, if they apply, great. I've got Aries, I've got Virgo, I've got Gemini. Okay, and Pisces. Okay, so I really feel, I get a real on-off vibe with this, is what I'm getting. So I don't feel like it's totally stagnant, but I feel like it's very on and off kind of deal. For the current energy, I've got the Emperor, the Hermit, the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. For those of you who like to know what the cards are, because I hate that when I'm watching things and they don't tell me. Especially, yeah, because like when you know tarot and it's like you want to see what the damn card is, right? But I'm not going to spend too much time on this, honestly, on this part, because what I'm seeing is just that's the energy I'm seeing. I'm seeing in the recent past, you're waiting around, it's kind of stagnant, you're being very patient, but you're kind of getting annoyed with that, is what I feel. And here in the current energy, I'm sensing not so much the stagnancy of things, just that it's very on-off, like hot, cold. Yeah, so let's see what the near future... I mean, we do have a Lover's card at the bottom of the deck, but I feel like this is more about choices rather than, like, physical hookups. I think it's, like... Maybe some of you are starting to think, oh, the Lovers is here twice, because I use different decks mixed in, and I've got the Lover's card here in a different deck, and an Ace. I get the sense that some of you guys are, like, daydreaming about hanging this up and, like, being single again is really what I'm not saying you are going to do that. I'm getting the vibe that that's kind of where you're at. Like you're really kind of thinking if that, maybe should be an option for you. Yeah, and I have the Magician that just fell out as well. So the Magician is about, manifesting what you want. So I get the sense here that this is somebody who's, this is not, I mean, if it's just like a temporary phase in a relationship, it's not like all relationships are just gorgeous and awesome and all the way through and all of that sort of thing, right? So, if it's just like a little stagnant period and that's what it is and you'll get beyond it, great. But for some of you, like if it's been this for like a really long time, I think it's time to start, kind of manifesting some other options here and let yourself dream a little bit about what you really want to see in your relationship or where you want to see yourself, and what type of partner you want to see yourself with is what I'm sensing. Because I'm going to actually talk just a minute before I go a little further about some of the oracle cards here, because you do have the card of deceit here, okay? And then you have the cards of blossoming abundance and the masculine, all right? So it could be some of you with that Lover's card, and we also have this Two of Swords and Three of Cups. There could be other options for you, okay? So it could be that some of you are, the deceit card in here. It's like really like kind of creepy looking and all that. It's not supposed to be like that though. In most readings, I feel like it just means like there's a little dishonesty going on here, and whether that's to yourself or to your partner or whatever the situation may be. But I feel like there's something blossoming with maybe a younger male, or it could be the same age, but it's just they seem a little more fiery, to you, physically. So let's see what's coming up for you guys in this love situation. So show me Libra, what is coming up for Libra in their love situation? Okay, the Hanged Man, so still probably not really moving forward too much. Come on, Libras, let's get you unstuck here. What do we got coming up for Libras? What do we got coming up for Libras, please? Libras, September 2019. What is their outcome for September 2019 in love? Okay. So that was the Hermit card that flew out. So definitely Virgo energy, or you might just be kind of pulling yourself up, trying to figure out what to do. Two of Pentacles, that's what you're doing, yeah. So I honestly, I don't see that there's going to be any huge breakthroughs, quite frankly, this month. I think it's a lot of thinking. It's one of those types of months, where you're doing a lot of thinking. I feel like you're getting a little tired of the way things are with whoever you are with currently. And I feel like you are really starting to explore some other options. I also feel like somebody else has kind of caught your eye or will in the near future that you might be kind of fantasizing about a little bit, and starting to realize that there's other potentials out there, for you. So let's see what else we can get. Is there any other outcomes for Libras, please, for September 2019? I like the card Blossoming Abundance, though, because, that can be, financial and stuff, too, but we're doing a love reading, so I get the sense it's more like love, like there's something, like there's an abundance of love that is blossoming with you. This could definitely be too for some, for some of you, if you're male watching this, there could be, some stagnancy with your current partner and a new kind of fiery young dude coming in the picture. That could be for those of you in that type of relationship. For the females, I just see what I've already covered. Wow, yeah, I'm not getting anything. You guys are stuck. I'm not getting any signals really. Yeah, up in the air. Yeah, here's the thing. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, so I just I don't think September is going to be anything revolutionary. But the thing is, it's like it needs to be that way probably for a reason. Like I feel like you're stuck, and you're stuck for a reason. So it's like I don't see you necessarily coming out of that unstuckness, but I see it blossoming. Like, I think you're moving towards making some decisions, in other words. Because right now, you know, I feel like you are in between. Like, you have this up in the air, like, wow, should I leave this? I've invested a lot of time into this. I've invested a lot of effort into this, emotions, everything else. I'm kind of up in the air about what my options are, if I should do this, if I should do that, you know, kind of going back and forth like that. There's a lot of emotional type energy going on here. Not depressing. I don't see you being depressed or anything like that. I see it just more as like really being stuck, you know, emotionally. And then it's like, you know, or should I hold on to this fantasy with this new start, you know, with this passionate person that may be available, or maybe you know, maybe you're just envisioning, you know, that sort of situation. So I feel like you're really in between that, very confused. And yeah, here's the thing that I see you waiting around, and you're disappointed. So it's like, I don't know what, you know, God, I'm sounding like Tyler. It's like he always says, you know, if you watch Tyler's tarot, you know, like he'll get on people's case for that. He's like, what are you waiting for? There's, you know, there's nothing here. And I kind of get that kind of, you know, like I want to kind of hit you guys over the head with that type of energy, kind of like Tyler would, because it's like I sense that things aren't good here. You know, there's nothing, you know, it's not fulfilling. And I'm not saying they're a bad person or anything like that, but I think this deceit card works in a lot of different ways. You know, some of you, sure, you could be having a little something on the side. That's possible. Maybe who you're dealing with in love has a little something on the side. That could be too. But mostly, I think it's like deceiving yourself, you know, and because there's like this new start that wants to come through. You know, you have 2 3s here, I think. Is that right? Oh no, it's a 6. But with the 3, the blossoming abundance, it's like harmony. You know, there's something here that wants to come through. And I just feel like you're very stuck, but you're not fulfilled. So you know, the only thing I can, you know, suggest is really communicate. Like if you really are into the person that you're in this relationship with, and like I said, you're just in a bad place or something, then really communicate what's going on, express yourself, that sort of thing. Do what you can to get out of it. For others of you, I mean, it just seems like that's the energy, and that's the energy. So if it's not fulfilling you, you know, sure, it's a little scary, you know, to just like have the willpower to walk away and turn away from something that you've invested a lot into, and especially to walk out into a world where, you know, there's all these options. You don't really know what you want to do. I get that's scary, but the thing is, universe has a way of just always you know, taking care of us. You know, I meant to mention too, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Sun card. So that's Leo energy, but it's also a card of rebirth. You know, she's in the water and being cleansed and reborn and all that kind of stuff. I just get the sense that you know, some of you out there may be deceiving yourself a little bit, that you really are yearning for something a lot more passionate is what I see. And you know, you're probably just covering it up. No, I don't really want that. That's just a fantasy. That doesn't really happen. You know, those types of thoughts. But I think pretty soon you're going to need to come out of that energy and make some choices. I don't think it will happen in September, but I see it, you know, I see the possibility, you know, of it happening for you guys, like to start making some moves towards what you really want and deserve and all those good things. So, okay, so let's move on to singles. Let's see what's going on with singles. Single Libras. What's going on, single Libras? Singles. Single Libras, please. Okay. High Priestess. Nice. Let's stick that over there. All right. Who's coming towards single Libras September 2019? Who is coming towards in love? Single Libras 2019. Single Libras 2019. Okay. Okay, definitely a Pisces or Leo in the future. Let's see. Some of you singles, the Libras, could be deciding whether or not to end something, which kind of ties into our other reading. And if so, I feel like your intuition is prompting you as to what is the karmic correct thing to do, okay? And I don't, if that's for you, whether to end it or continue, that's your decision. But I do feel you are being prompted by your intuition for that. Communication is key for you guys, Libras. I'm just really sensing that if you are dating someone, like there needs to be some communication going on here. I've got the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. I'm just getting so many, like, just in between, like being stuck in between choices. So let's see let me see what will propel Libra singles to moving forward with someone. What will propel them? What do they need to do to kind of get things rolling? There we go. So you need to start manifesting what you want with the Nine of Cups. You need to start, like, kind of letting yourself fantasize a little bit, but also within a realm of reality. Okay, so I'm not saying like you can't manifest the perfect person or anything like that. I think all of that stuff is very possible, but this Nine of Cups is a little bit different than most decks because it has these cobwebs on the moon, and the person is just sort of lackadaisically laying there, like daydreaming up in the sky, like, oh, wouldn't it be great to have this? And and I know you're not like that, you're a Libra, but I'm being a little over emphasizing of things, but to me that's the way the vibe the card is. It's like laying there daydreaming about what you want, but you're not listening to your intuition because the moon has cobwebs on it. Okay, we have the High Priestess here saying, listen to your intuition. If you are at a crossroads, and things just haven't been moving, maybe there haven't been any offers, or maybe you have like a choice that you need to make on whether to drop something and move towards something else, then I feel like your intuition is really trying to tell you something here. But instead, I feel like you're just kind of, one moment. Sorry, midway through, so been talking a lot today. But I feel like, just don't get stuck in too daydreamy of energy, all right? Like, really be serious about what you want to manifest, what you want to happen, and be very clear on that also. And very, very, very much so. I mean, we should always listen to our intuition, but it is, like, doubly stressed here, okay? And you have the Two of Cups here. So I do think something is possible. Leo energy is factored here as well with the Six of Wands, but I think the Six of Wands could just be about you too, having the empowerment, the courage to be yourself, know that you're different, you're a little bit different than everybody else, that's cool, and communicate that with the Eight of Wands. Take it and run with it. That's what I'm seeing. But I do feel there is an opportunity coming in for you. Just make sure that you're not stuck somewhere fantasizing and daydreaming and that you don't notice, listen to if your intuition is telling you to, get up and go to the mall or whatever, and you're like, no, I'd rather sit around and watch this romantic comedy on Netflix or something, but your intuition's saying, no, go to the mall, get yourself up, go to the mall. You might meet, somebody in line or whatever, or the grocery store. I think I use that as another example for another read. One of the other signs had that as well, which is really interesting because one of the other singles readings had that same scenario. So if you guys both do that, then maybe you guys will meet each other, because we do have the King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck as well, and the King of Pentacles can be long-term commitment. He makes a good husband, he makes a good, or if it's a female that you're looking for, whatever, I mean, these are good, strong, solid potential cards. All right, so all right, let's look at career opportunities that may be coming in for Libras for September. Let's see. Happy birthday to some Libras. All right, there'll be a few, right? September 2019 career opportunities, please. All right, we'll look at that. We'll see if that comes into play, because that's not my spread, but those fell out. All right, so let's see. What do we got for Libras 2019? 2019, please. Choices again, Lover's card. Okay, and two more shuffles, and we're good. Libra career opportunities, please. Career opportunities for Libras September 2019. Here we go. Yep. Okay. 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 that's good. All right. Okay, so the current energy that we have is the Eight of Cups. So many of you, this is like the current place. So many of you may be making a really hard choice to walk away from something that maybe you once loved, but not so much anymore. You want to head on to a new opportunity, maybe study something new that is coming in for you. Others of you, this could just be metaphorical. Like you may still be working at your job, but you've kind of left it behind, and your mind is on something completely different. But I do see you guys studying something new or learning about something new or needing to, study something new that's going to help you. But I think you're going to enjoy it. So it's not like that kind of studying that like you don't want to do, I feel like it's something that you will enjoy. There is, as far as the opportunity sector, there is an opportunity here to kind of boost yourself up. Six of Wands is a good victory card, so there is some sort of opportunity of victory for you. Or it could just even be something like really simple, like, the big boss gives you some praise or says, hey, you did a really great job, or I want to talk to you about, the good job you've been doing, something like that. That could be. I don't necessarily see a raise right away, though. I will say that. In fact, with the Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like you have this opportunity to, where you've received some praise or to stand up and kind of take lead of something and show how good you are. But I still think that you're going to not be 100% thrilled with like the outcome. And it's not bad, it's not negative or anything like that. I gotta say, Libra, for September, the energy I'm getting here is like you're on the precipice of stuff. It's like you're in that and I'm sorry because I had that like a little while ago, so I can relate. I know it sucks, but because it's like you could feel the changes are coming, and it's like and each you're hoping it's like this one, and that sort of thing. And for some of you it will be. I mean that these are just general readings, but I get the sense that you're kind of stuck right now is what I'm seeing. Maybe you guys get a bonus reading about how to get unstuck, because I'm getting like you're stuck in all areas of your life right now. I see good stuff, definitely like good things, but it's just nothing's like really enthusing you anymore. So I don't see negative stuff. I just don't see you being very satisfied with what is going on. And I'm not saying you're unappreciated. I don't mean it like that either. I think it's just one of those times where it's just like, damn, man, it's like, okay, that was cool, but I still kind of hate this job, or kind of thing. And again, we have the High Priestess who is urging you to get unstuck and listen to your intuition about situations. So let's see a couple other things here. Tower card, yeah, that's what happens. So that's the thing. Like if you're stuck too long, then the Tower card will come in and shake things up for you. It can be a good thing. I mean, it usually is a good thing, but it doesn't always feel like a good thing. But that could happen if you don't kind of listen to your intuition and start doing the things that are there. Your voices are trying to tell you. One more on the High Priestess, please. Whew. Which is to stand up for yourself and have courage. Okay. So that's what I feel a lot of this is about, is to really you need to start moving forward. You need to start standing up for yourself. But most important, you need to have the courage to do this. All right. So you got to start fighting for yourself and finding the courage to do that. Fighting for the things that you want. All right. I'm going to give you a couple oracle cards, and we'll wrap this up. And I'll probably give you guys a bonus reading at some point this month, because I'm just feeling like the reads, they weren't negative, but they certainly were not spectacular either, is what I'm getting, that you're very stuck. So if that's the case, like if that resonates at all, just put it in the comments. If you think that makes sense to a lot of you guys, I'll do like a bonus read, how to get unstuck. All right, do we have any advice here for Libras, please? Okay, all right. Growth. Okay, and acceptance. Okay, and higher power. I'm telling you, man, and appreciation for your higher power. The High Priestess is so trying to give you information right now, I feel. So we do have the card of growth, so I think that is good. I think that things will, and it's a 5. So, 5s are always like kind of obstacles or challenging, that sort of thing. But what do we always do from obstacles and challenges? We grow. So I feel like you're just in one of those phases right now, you know, and I relate. I'm sorry. It sucks. But the thing is, you do have this nice stability card too of the number 4. I'm sorry. It is so, I'm not in the path of the hurricane, you know, but I am in Georgia, and like it is just so humid and ridiculous here. It is just insane. So, pardon me, I don't know what else I can do. It's like the air conditioner's on, I've got a fan on me, and it's whatever it is. So with the acceptance card, there's something here too about different cultures. I always notice with this card. So there could be something about that might mean something to you guys. But mostly too, it's just about like accepting that helping hand. Like I feel like, you know, maybe there's an ancestor, you know, in the past, you know, like this high priestess energy trying to like extend you this hand to lift you up. So accept this help, accept this, okay? Because it's going to bring you stability is what I see. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Kind of an odd reading, but hopefully there was something in there for you. I don't know. All right, and thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.